Hello, Richardson. The NBA is back, and everybody is talking about what to expect this year. Here's the logo, Laker legend Jerry West on KBLA Talk 1580, talking about LA Clippers superstar Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, my gosh. He's a stud, man. He really is. And watching him work out is pretty interesting because he is so dedicated. He'll go out there for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and he does the same thing almost every day. He does not play in the offseason. He just works on his game. He's a powerful kid who happens to be one of the league's best defensive players. Offensively, he can really shoot the ball. And when he first came into the league, that's something he couldn't do, but he might be the best two-way player in basketball.
Don't miss the KBLA Sports Minute weekdays and Out of Bounds weekends only on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
We fly, no lie, you know this.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams.
Reason and accountability.
The voice of reason.
So what's up, baby? My snuggum's all right, huh?
Yeah, I'm okay, Martin.
Okay.
No, Gina, you are not okay. Martin, she has a problem with your mother. I suggest that you handle it.
Well, no, I got. Well, Pam, I got a problem with your breath smelling like train smoke. I suggest you handle that.
Yo, look, if you talking about mothers, right, and having problems, maybe I could give you some advice. Okay. Now, check it. Big Shirley and Mom's, right, could not stand each other at first until they figured out they had one thing in common. Chicken fingers.
And that worked.
Well, yeah, I mean, until, like, that one time there was one left in the box, you know what I'm saying? All hell broke loose.
I never really had a problem with mothers.
Yeah.
Fathers were always the one that couldn't stand me. They always thought I was trying to do something nasty with their daughters.
Well, Tommy, you were trying to do something nasty with the daughters.
Yeah, but Martin, they had no right to prejudge me.
Pants, look at here. You used to have boyfriends. I know this. Did they get along with your mother?
Well, if you really must know, yes, she loved him, especially the last one. Now he's my stepfather.
That was your mom's.
Legendary Martin. You already know, man, that's show Black History. Don't get it twisted. That's Black History right there, man. We used to tune in Thursday nights, 8 p.m., Fox. Come on, man. You killed my mama bird. That's that clip. That's that episode. You killed my mama bird. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's topic is a heavy topic, though, as all of the Voice of Reason topics are, but we try to splash in a little levity. Dealing with difficult parents during the holidays. Difficult in-laws, for the most part. And it's not an easy task. And I believe that you need a unified front against everybody outside of the relationship. Now, here's a big no-no with the unified front. And when I say it's a big no-no, what I mean is it's definitely going to cause conflict. And that no-no is this. Do you run to the in-laws with your problems, or do you keep it inside? Are you the habitual line stepper when you go to your in-laws with your problem? Do you make the unified front weaker? Because some would argue it depends on the situation and circumstance. Call me right now, 1-800-920-1580. We're talking about how you can improve your relationship with your in-laws, especially during the holidays. DeMarco from Las Vegas was really getting into something deep here. And he was talking about how his woman, his wife, is or was or is still practicing a Jehovah's Witness, but he never was, and how her people never came at him directly. They would go to her to deal with their frustration with him not being a Jehovah's Witness. Talk to me about that process, brother.
Hey, yeah. So actually, you know, my wife got it. Well, she got it pretty much attacked from both sides, which is pretty interesting. So her family would they didn't attack her too much, but they would question how we're going to raise the kids and put doubt in her mind about how the relationship is going to be once we had kids, which we have a son now, and that's going well. Sorry about the helicopter. I'm out here in Vegas, all kind of stuff going on.
It's all good. We understand Vegas.
And then my family, so like I said, when I said we create our own definition, so she likes to hang out with the family. She understands that that's when everyone is off work and we have get-togethers. So she'll show up to the get-togethers, but she'll say, hey, I'm not participating in the gift exchanges or I'm not singing the Christmas carols or whatever, but I'll show up and support and fellowship. And then so my family wanted to make her feel bad for not participating the same way that they did.
Wow.
And in both instances, I told her I will stand up for you. You know, we're together. I'll stand up for you, but you have to stand up for yourself. And I don't care if you're talking to my mama. I don't care if you're talking to your mama. If they got an issue with you, then you deal with it. I will back you up, but I can't deal with your issues for you.
So a little bit different than Coach Baruti. Because Coach Baruti said, okay, first you talk to my wife, and you're not listening to her, you're not respecting what she said we agreed upon, now you got to talk to me. You said, no, you got to handle them. But I know it varies from relationship to relationship. I'm not saying one is right, one is wrong. I'm saying, but yours is opposite of his. Interesting.
Yeah, because my thought was, I mean, we're all family. So although that's my mother, that's your mother-in-law, and you have your own personal relationship with her. So you have to talk to her in the way that y'all talk and handle that as if she's your family member because she is. Now, I will back you up. I'll let everybody know whatever she said, we're in agreement with it. We talked about it before she even came to you.
Man, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I love it, DeMarco. Listen, man, you brought Las Vegas in the building. Listen, if you want to bring your city in the building, you know the drill. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We appreciate the insight from my brother DeMarco. Call in anytime, bro.
All right, love y'all. Take it easy.
We love you too, man. Hey, let me just say this. When I come forward, I'm going to talk about something that maybe most people don't see in this context, but it's really the same. What DeMarco just described was a blended family. When we come forward, the voice of reason shall elaborate.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we celebrate Christmas, we celebrate you. Thank you for turning us on this year. Happy holidays.
Wow! Mommy's kissing Santa Claus!
Bring in the new year with Ted Williams. He's coming to Ontario in the Toyota Arena December 30th. And in Los Angeles in the Microsoft Theater December 31st.
I don't know what I'm going to do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. I don't know what I'm going to do about this life. Them lights. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them.
He's back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs.
Cat Williams with his special guests, Marco, Tommy Davidson, Tony Roberts, Daphne Springs, and Pretty Ricky. In Ontario, get tickets at Ticketmaster. In Los Angeles at AXS.com. Bring in the new year with Cat Williams.
When you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life with just one wrong pill. Addiction is a disease that can affect anyone at any age. But there is a choice to get help for this disease. Find medically proven treatment options, including virtual, at choosemat.com.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that when we fight, we win. Community Coalition trains activists and organizers in order to support power building with Black, Brown, Indigenous, and people of color. Community Coalition works to help transform the social and economic conditions in South LA that foster addiction, crime, violence, and poverty by building a community institution that involves thousands in creating, influencing, and changing public policy. Founded by Karen Bass in 1990, Community Coalition was born as an African American and Latino organization with the goal of turning hopelessness and despair into action. The activism of the Community Coalition's members and community residents has almost solely stimulated economic recovery in South LA for decades, generating billions of dollars by redirecting them to South LA schools and foster care. In addition, Community Coalition offers amazing mind, body, soul resources, advocacy, and policy work, and has a robust and active membership body. To become a member, get a referral, or get support for your nonprofit, visit cocosouthla.org. That's cocosouthla.org, or call 323-750-9087. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and
Just
gentlemen,
let me state for the record,
we are family.
we're giving love in a family dog.
Hey.
We are family.
Turn it off, but we think different. And because we think different, we're going to have conflict. Again, DeMarco was describing a type of blended family. Most people think a blended family is a family consisting of a couple and their children within that group are from previous relationships. That is the technical definition of a blended family, but blended families are also blended with ideology. He married a Jehovah's Witness, but he has no religious affiliation. Now, I'm sure some of his family may have some, or may have a looser affiliation with religion, but he himself has no affiliation. She's Jehovah's Witness. They create their own rules and parameters for their relationship. And you saw both families defending their perspective. And her family was whispering in her ear about the situation and how the kids will be raised. Listen, we're all in blended relationships because we come into the relationship with our own ideas and perspectives. So all relationships are blended at an ideological level. This is very heavy stuff going on. This is why you have to sit down and write out or construct boundaries together that incorporate your perspective and your significant other's perspective. So now you have a blended perspective that creates a win-win situation for your particular relationship. Now, that creates a type of boundary. And many family members see you as family, and because they see you as family, they can always get past that boundary. I'm telling you, that's how family think. That boundary ain't for me. That boundary for outside people. What are your thoughts on that? 1-800-920-1580. Sean, San Francisco, California. Get in here.
Brother, so what a amazing topic. For 5 years, I feel like I'm in an Alcoholics Anonymous class. I'm like, for 5 years, I have had the racist brother-in-law out of our family circle. Out. And I won't go into the whole story, but he's not welcome. But now his wife, who happens to be my better half sister, she's always welcome. And the reason why, he said racist things. I warned him once, said it again. I said, you're out. I don't want you around my kids. My wife's sister has never said a racist thing in her life. Now, she picked him. She tolerates him. That's not my business. But he can't be in my family business. And so she's always welcome by herself, but that's a different story. These are the kind of decisions you have to make, and they're not fun, right? But when you have kids, if they see you tolerate someone who's racist or religious things are so tricky. A lot of those other things are tricky that, ideologically, like political things are tricky. I don't mind if you're politically different than me. I don't mind if you disagree with me on things. But when it comes to racism, sexism, and you're going to think you can discriminate upon people, which is none of your business, then I got a problem. And I'm going to let it know and let everyone know because, look, my kids are watching me, right? If I don't set that damn example, then they're going to think it's okay.
Right.
They're going to think it's okay to let Uncle Joe or whoever it is, I'm using a different name, that, he can say any racist damn thing he wants. I warned him once. I said, look, don't ever say that stuff again, and we're cool. We can disagree on every other issue. And then he did it again. I said, you're out. And then he tried to bribe me back again with like an expensive bottle of wine or so. I said, dude, I could buy my own wine. You're missing the whole damn point. You either need to think about the way you're looking at the world and change your ways and say you're trying to change your ways, or get out. Look, I don't have time for that, and I don't want my children thinking that's okay. So it's not easy, brother. This time of the year, we're trying to make okay with all family members, and I get that. So I feel it. I feel you people out there that have aunts, uncles, relatives that come in and really, making it very difficult on your Christmas or holiday situation. But just hang in there. You don't have to make a big scene. I'm not trying to get people into fights, but you got to pull someone aside and say, hey, you either straighten up or you got to go. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean,
now,
so
let me ask you this. You this. What is the quality of your relationship with your in-laws now?
So right now, I'm on a staycation, which I recommend for people because you don't have to spend a lot of money. You give yourself a spot, right? All you're doing is trying to keep yourself from having to drive a certain amount of distance. Mm-hmm. And you get yourself a spot, not expensive, and then you can go do activities the next day where you walk around a city, which I'm in the San Francisco area right now, so we can walk around the city tomorrow, see the lights and do all of that. You can do that sort of thing. Right, and I'm with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. Brother-in-law is my my better half's brother. They're awesome, and my brother-in-law's wife. They are incredible. We can go to anywhere in the world with them. We are totally normal, what I would consider normal. We bust each other's chops all the time, but it's not racist, it's not sexist, and all of that. But when it comes, there's boundaries, there's limits. And I'm telling you, people, set those limits, because if you don't set those limits, younger people that look up to you, and a lot of people don't understand, people are looking up to you, even if you don't think they are. And when you allow something to pass that is very inappropriate, and I believe what I'm saying in principle is not something ideological. It isn't something that is, so out far of the range. I believe you shouldn't be racist. I believe you should be anti-racist. I believe you should be not only not sexist, you should be anti-sexist, and stop discriminating on people in the LGBT community because you don't understand it. It's none of our business. That's their private business, and that's my 2 cents on that. But if you do have clear boundaries, people understand. I don't like setting them. It's like an uncomfortable position for anyone to be in. I understand people out there have these people at their Christmas functions and their holiday functions, any religion, it doesn't matter. But I think you do have to stand up, set the limits, set the boundaries. Otherwise, you're never going to have some peace in your holiday celebrations.
Man, I appreciate you for the insight. Thank you, Sean, you not from San Francisco. You from the town, man, Oakland, California.
Right,
we appreciate the call. Thank you for the love, man.
I love you more. Have a wonderful holiday season, although if you're on tomorrow, I'll probably call you again.
I'll be on tomorrow. It's my final day for a little while.
I love you, brother. Take care.
I love you too, man. Thank you, bro. I was doing some research, and I found some weird statistics. Stereotypically and often anecdotally, we see particularly embittered relationships between mother-in-law and her son or daughter-in-law. Why is the mother-in-law always so spicy? What's she mad about? She either mad at the son-in-law or the daughter-in-law. Now, do you agree or disagree with this? Because many people go through this. A mother-in-law often has this unconscious fear that her son has or will forsake her for his wife, preferring her family and her family holiday functions, thereby leaving less time and attention and care for his mother. Do many mother-in-laws really have this kind of jealous, you taking him away from me vibe? And then, if that is the case, how does the son-in-law and or daughter-in-law make the mother comfortable? Make the mother-in-law comfortable. How do they then integrate her? Come on, mama, stop tripping. You with us. Come on. Is it about just including her? Is it about just asking her to? Because sometimes it's hard to include somebody that's on the bitter side of it. Sometimes it's how do you get along better with her? Do you bring her in? And if you do bring her in, how long does she has? Like, how long will you tolerate her? 1-800-920-1580. I'm asking these questions because, like I said, a lot of people are dealing with it right now. I'm going to give you guys some more tips here. Have you had a mother-in-law that expects you to be perfect? Once she's accepted you and criticized you, right? Judged you a little bit. Now she puts an expectation on you that you should be perfect. When your mother-in-law has a comment about what you do wrong, it can grow old quickly. Do you have a hypercritical mother-in-law or father-in-law? Maybe father-in-laws don't do it as much, but maybe they do. Maybe you're not going to ever be good enough for his daughter. Right? If you make a delicious dinner, she will be sure to point out that your meat was not quite tender enough. Or the potatoes were hard. You didn't cook them long enough. I'm used to the fork sliding right into my potato. The constant criticism can drive you crazy. How do you deal with her? If it were me, first off, I look at criticism as a little different than most people. If the criticism is rooted in the truth, if the meat was tough and the potato was undercooked, I'm going to pay attention and say, thank you for that insight. My bad. I was rushing the meal because, I wanted to get it cooked by the time you got here. Whatever. I'm going to concede and acknowledge the truth of it. But if it's a lie, if your mama just being petty to be petty, I'm going to say to you, come get your mama. Because if I got to talk to your mama, listen, your mama being petty, she want the wolf. I would never disrespect your mama. However, I'm going to need you in close proximity to me and your mama when we're discussing and she's being critical. So, if you know I cooked the meal right and the meal is amazing, you know the meal good, you got to step in and say, Mama, you tripping. Stop tripping. This is about something else, Mama. Stop tripping. You know this food was fire. The potatoes are perfect. The meat is tender. You know it's tender, Mama. And now, we know you don't like Charleston. But we married now, Mama. You got to stop tripping. I need you to step in and have my back. 1-800-920-58. Oh, what? Jeff Brown is in the building. Lord have mercy. Jeff Brown, get in here, man.
Hey, man. This is Jeff Brown calling you from Super King. You know right where I'm at.
I know exactly where you are, bro.
Hey, man, look. This is the advice I give to every new couple.
Wait.
Congratulations.
Wait, Jeff. Hold on. I pulled you in, but I got to carry you forward. You got a few minutes?
I got a few minutes. I ain't doing nothing but buying vegetables. You know that.
Okay, stay with me, brother. When we come forward, Jeff Brown is about to act a complete fool with wisdom.
Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it to me. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Flight delays and cancellations are piling up across the U.S. as a major winter storm hits many cities. Airports in Chicago and Denver are feeling the most impacts, as FlightWare says about a quarter of the flights originating from Chicago O'Hare have been canceled so far today. A flavored tobacco product ban is now in effect in California. It means flavored tobacco for e-cigarettes, menthol cigarettes, and flavored cigars can no longer be sold in stores. Massachusetts also banned such products. Afro Man has announced he's running for president in 2024. The rapper took to Instagram on Tuesday to officially launch his bid for the presidency. In a post, Afro Man cited rising inflation, a struggling economy, corrupt politicians, and many other issues as reasons for him running for office. And that is the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Need an accident attorney by your side? All you got to do is call the accident guys.
Injured in a car accident or at work? Call the accident guys. Because unlike other firms, an attorney will negotiate your case, not a paralegal.
They're playing basketball.
Hi, I'm Ray Richardson. The NBA is back, and everybody is talking about what to expect this year. Here's the logo, Laker legend Jerry West on KBLA Talk 1580, talking about LA Clippers superstar Kawhi Leonard.
Oh my gosh, he's a stud, man. He really is. And watching him work out is pretty interesting because he is so dedicated. He'll go out there for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and he does the same thing almost every day. He does not play in the off season. He just works on his game. He's a powerful kid who happens to be one of the league's best defensive players. Offensively, he can really shoot the ball. And when he first came into the league, that's something he couldn't do, but he might be the best two-way player in basketball.
Don't miss the KBLA Sports Minute weekdays and Out of Bounds weekends only on KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
We fly, no lie, you know this.
On Sunday, January 15th at 4 p.m., SCLC Southern California presents Moving into the Promise of the Beloved Community at the 52nd Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Celebration. President William D. Smart invites you to attend the celebration on Dr. King's birthday, Sunday, January 15th, 4 p.m. at the Sheraton LAX, 6101 West Century Boulevard. This year's event will honor community members who have made a significant impact in 2022, including our own Tavis Smiley, who will also deliver the keynote address. For tickets, call 213-268-3082 or email pastorsmart@sclc-sc.org. That's 213-268-3082 or email pastorsmart@sclc-sc.org. Don't miss SCLC Southern California's 52nd Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Legacy Celebration, Sunday, January 15th, 4 p.m. at the Sheraton LAX.
Congratulations to Compton Sheriff's Department Civil Management Bureau for being selected as the KBLA Talk 1580's Office of the Week. Visit the KBLA app to enter your office to win the Office of the Week. Congratulations, Compton Sheriff's Department Civil Management Bureau.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 joins you in standing for human rights. The Los Angeles Civil, Human Rights and Equity Department, or LA Civil Rights for short, is focused on reducing bias and injustices while leveling the playing field. LA Civil Rights does this through equity and empowerment, the Office of Racial Equity, hate prevention, upward mobility programming, and youth programming. They convene commissions and advisory councils. The Civil, Human Rights and Equity Department of the City of Los Angeles is led by founding executive director Capri Maddox and is breaking new ground for municipal governance. LA Civil Rights oversees citywide initiatives, including the Renew program, LA Repair program, and the LA for All campaign. The LA Civil Rights Department believes that the goals of equity and inclusion for all people can be achieved through hard work and collective action. To get involved and be part of the solution, report a civil rights violation, or get more information, visit civilandhumanrights.lacity.org. That's civilandhumanrights.lacity.org or call 213-978-1845. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Ew. Stuck in a cycle of rewashing your clothes? Ugh. Because you can't remove tough laundry odor? Ugh. When detergent by itself can't cut it, use new Downy Rinse and Refresh. With a breakthrough odor-removing formula, it removes odors in one wash, better than the leading value detergent in 3 washes, keeping all your laundry fresh. Now you can break the cycle of rewashing with Downy Rinse and Refresh.
KBLA Talk 1580, putting the spotlight on culture and community. The Rodney King Foundation works in the community to promote positive race relations and achieve social justice. The foundation provides advocacy, educational scholarships, and the powerful Walk in Love initiative. The Rodney King Foundation seeks a world of hope, tolerance, and social justice, where divisiveness has been overcome and all people live together peacefully and harmoniously. Executive Director, Founder Laura King is striving to enhance the community's self-esteem, health,
health, social services, and social justice locally and worldwide. The foundation is dedicated to continuing the message of Laura's father, the great Rodney King, to promote peace and hashtag get along. For more information, please visit rodneyking.org or call 626-541-2907. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Tired of broken street glass, not getting no ass unless the baby's sleep. But even then, seems like we're trying to creep. Tired of paying taxes, sending emails and faxes. Tired of crooked cops, tired of black folk complaining that crime don't stop. I wanna go to a place where lovers go, do the things that lovers do. No stress, a sweet caress from me to you. I wanna do the things we used to do, say the things we used to say, just let me. Every day, all day.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, happy holidays from KBLA Talk 1580. Your brother Zoe Williams is in the building. I want to get my in-laws far away from here. I want to get away from them. Okay? If your people mean and rude, my rule is you can't come to the house. That's my rule. You can't come here. Until you get sweet and kind and nice, you can't come here. I ain't even going to have a conversation with you. 1-800-920-1580. Jeff Brown, live at Super King. Talk to us, bro.
Yes. Brother, like I was saying, this is the, and I said it actually as a toast at weddings. Congratulations, bride and groom. I want you to look around this room in here at all these people who love you. Now that you two are together, whatever children you bring or children you make, y'all as a unit are a family. The rest of these people in here are relatives.
Keep going, Jeff.
You are a family. And you as the husband and you are as the wife are to protect that family against all enemies, foreign and domestic. An unruly mother-in-law is a domestic enemy.
Or father-in-law, Jeff. Don't leave out. So there's some
With
unruly
the tough
daddies.
food. Yes. Oh, it's some unruly daddies. We're gonna get to daddy too in a minute. Let's deal with the tough steak, because that's what you brought up. Tough steak and potatoes. Mama been making steak and potatoes for that boy and her family for well over 30 years. If she meant well, baby, let me help you clean the kitchen. I can't tell you how to do it, but I'd tell you how I'd do it if I was you. I'd marinate that steak the night before in beer. Or I'd do this, or I'd do that. Because what that does is fortify my relationship with you and in turn fortify your home. But because I need to show my tail, I'm going to come at it that way. And there are two men in that room, if she is there, that are out of line by not directly telling her she is out of line, her son and her husband. You're out of line right now. And with the feeling that her man, her son, as a man, is going to forsake her, she doesn't have that feeling. She read it if she read the Bible, because the Bible says a man is to forsake his mother.
You saying take it up with God.
take that up with God, along with 1 Corinthians 14 and 34 that says women should be getting all their advice from the man and should be silent in church. Another subject. Now, the man,
Hey.
and I'm going to tell it like it is, brother.
Go ahead, Jeff. You got a rant going. Keep going.
An unruly father to a man that is his daughter, to include a horrible man putting his hands on his daughter. That father has already failed. Had he done his job, either she would have picked correctly or her incorrect choice would have been spotted by him earlier and she would have done it at his objection. If neither of those are true, he is supposed to have his bottom lip defy gravity. He ain't got nothing to say about that. That is a family and you are relatives, period. And what the man, when this meat is tough, mama, well, it's a good thing she don't cook meat for you. I like my meat tough. Good job, baby. That's what the husband said.
Right.
Then he ain't got to tell his mama. Defend your wife. Sons, under the sound of my voice, you know who your mama is. You know good and hell well who your mama is. Mama's listening. You know who you are. You are out of order. Fathers, if you're not fortifying those young people who are trying to do right, who have made a step to stay together and create a life together, if you are not fortifying that which is under God, if that is in line with God and you're not in line with that, the question is, who are you in line with?
The devil?
But bruh, let's put it where it goes. Let's put it where it goes. When you get married, this is why marriage is so important. This is why it used to be a serious vetting process of the family, because of what it meant, what it really means. When people say, it's like when you buy a house, you don't just buy the house, you buy your neighbors.
Keep going.
When you get married, you don't just marry the man or the woman, you marry the family.
Yeah.
Because when it's a family crisis, like it is a family rejoice, in both of those, you are involved. You need to understand whether you are in a group of people who bring more rejoice or more crisis.
Ooh. If y'all bringing crisis, y'all can't come around. Jeff, let me ask you this. Based on what you just said,
yeah,
me and my wife, we live in the country of our house with our family, right? This is our country, the country of our house.
Yes.
All relatives have a visa that can be revoked.
Come on now. Come on.
Is that what you're telling me, Jeff?
I am telling you that visa is not only revocable, but it is up for review at each of our discretion. I don't care how funky and stanky we keep this house. I don't care if the kids go weeks on Captain Crunch. That's what we doing in here. And if we are substandard according to your standards, then you, family, failed first. Where did you fail in your teaching of us? Where did you fail in your selection and your influence on us? You need to put that back on you and go on and get up out their house.
So what happens, Jeff, when somebody in the family country, i.e. the home, defects and goes to people who are holding visas and tell y'all business?
Well, it depends upon who that is.
The wife or the husband?
Oh, if it's the I look at it this way. I can answer it from the man's perspective because I've been there already in my first marriage. First off, I got too young. We didn't know what we was doing. It's a wonder my first son ain't dead because we was dumb. We didn't know what we was doing.
Wait, Jeff, I got to come forward. Hold that thought. I need you right here, Jeff. You cooking, man. When we come forward, more from my good friend Jeff. Clearly, he's got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 wishes you a Christmas season that is merry and bright. Happy holidays.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me.
A $1 billion fund is helping California homeowners make late payment. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by CaliforniaBlackMedia.org. Relief is available for homeowners struggling to pay their mortgage due to financial hardships caused by the pandemic. The California Mortgage Relief Program is providing a lifeline for qualifying California property owners, especially in underserved communities. Proponents of the program regard it as a safeguard to protecting generational wealth and assets. Grants up to $80,000 for past due mortgages and up to $20,000 for missed property taxes will be distributed to households facing pandemic-related financial hardship. There are no fees to apply, and the grants never have to be paid back. The relief payments are distributed on a first-come, first-served basis. The application is at camortgagerelief.org, and it includes a calculator to help see if you qualify. Contact the program center at 1-888-840-2594 for more.
Bring in the new year with Cat Williams. He's coming to Ontario in the Toyota Arena December 30th. And in Los Angeles in the Microsoft Theater December 31st.
I don't know what I'm going to do about this light bill. Just hit the blunt one time and see if it don't change your perception of what's important in your life. I don't know what I'm going to do about this life. Them boys. I got 12 candles. I've been waiting to burn them.
He's back with an all-new show. It's the award-winning comedian, Cat Williams.
Just so you knew they was lying, they said some next that don't even make mathematical sense. They said there's a chicken wing shortage, but we got plenty thighs.
Cat Williams with his special guests, Marco, Tommy Davidson, Tony Roberts, Daphne Springs, and Pretty Ricky. In Ontario, get tickets at Ticketmaster. In Los Angeles at AXS.com. Bring in the new year with Cat Williams.
When you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm can be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
You all appreciate it. When I was young, me and my mama had beef, 17 years old, kicked out on the streets. Though back at the time, I never thought I'd see her face. Ain't a woman alive that could take my mama's place. Suspended from school, I'm scared to go home. I was a fool with the big boys, breaking all the rules. Shed tears with my baby sister. Over the years, we was poor than other little kids. And even though we had different daddies, the same drama when things went wrong.
Legendary Tupac.
I reminisce on the stress I caused. It was hell.
Man, you are appreciated. Dear Mama, rest in peace to the mighty Tupac. We appreciate this playlist tonight. It has been very rich. You already know the deal. My playlist is my co-host. I'm on the line with my brother, Jeff Brown. And Jeff Brown is in the kitchen, and he is cooking. Continue to cook, sir, because you was just getting to something that I think is very important.
Which thing? This Christmas music in here making my head hurt. So this I can't. I think we were talking about the unruly. I think we covered the unruly father who has already failed if his daughter is with somebody he don't like or ain't supposed to be with.
You don't remember?
I think we covered that.
You don't remember the question I asked you?
No, I don't. So just hit me again.
See, Jeff be on the sticky icky. And
yeah. Well,
and now
I'm kind of taking a break, but yeah.
Jeff, you
the
said
after effects are still strong.
Hold on. You said you was kind of taking a break, and then you came on my podcast, and you had your little pipe in your hand. I said, I just talked to him.
And what was in that pipe, brother?
Mullen.
Mullen is not the sticky icky. It's a little different.
Andy, what were we talking about, Andy? Andy don't even remember. Lord have mercy.
Okay, well, let's just take a drop, as they say in golf.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what we was talking about, Jeff.
Okay,
because I remember. I don't have any sticky icky on my hands.
Okay.
No, we were talking about what if somebody inside the family country, i.e. the home, defected, either the husband or the wife.
I believe is, and I just, this is where I come from a man's standpoint. Anything that we have as questions are different than statements. Questions are about how do we get where we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
Statements are about where we have been, and where we have been is classified. That's classified.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go on and give you one, maybe two. If you feel this need on a regular basis, then apparently you're still married to them. There are some lessons that you and I, as a husband and wife, are supposed to learn hard. Some of them we shouldn't. Don't spend your rent money on shoes. We shouldn't have to learn that one hard.
But Jeff,
there's some stuff
what if the mother-in-law or the father-in-law are this? What if they're like this guru mentor type person in their life, and they've been able to go to them for all types of insights and wisdom, since they were little up until now? Should they now defer to the man or woman they married? Talk to me.
They should now defer to someone impartial. They need to defer to someone impartial with answers. With questions, those questions should be asked together, in my opinion, if they're that serious, if they're that big. If there are certain questions that you shouldn't be matters of infidelity. I don't think you should be bringing to your parents either way.
Ooh, that ain't none of their business then.
That's none of their business, brother.
Because as a husband, if you tell the in-laws that you cheated, the fallout is crazy.
It's tremendous. And here's the other thing that we have to remember with relatives. No matter how close your relatives are to your husband or wife, they love you through you. I understand that my wife's family loves me through my wife.
Yes.
My wife is the lifeline to the love of her family.
And soon as that's cut off, they don't love you no more, Jeff.
They don't. Well, she might, but that don't mean they do.
Right.
And you have to be respectful of that with regard to what you share with them. You can't just share, because they ain't gonna shake off that grudge.
They not.
They don't, because they don't have, first off, they don't have the benefit of sexual healing that the two of you have for one another.
Oh, the benefit of sexual healing.
Yes.
We apologize through our sex. Now leave us alone.
Exactly. That's how they apologize. Okay? Instead of me saying I'm sorry, I'm going to come to bed with my butt on the top of the covers with just a T-shirt on. And he know that mean I'm sorry. Okay? Mama don't have that luxury with him.
Oh.
Or you. So you got to keep them out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You're now, you have, this is about the maturity of the husband and wife now, to understand that it may not be as big as daddy's or mama's, but it's a fortress nonetheless.
Right.
You're building memories together. You're making plans together. And they're not going to all be happy memories or complete plans. Some of the feces is going to hit the rotary oscillator.
In other words, some of the BS is going to hit the fan. Some of the feces is going to hit the rotary oscillator. I love it. Yeah. Last question for you, Jeff, because we running now. Do most successful marriages work when they have a lot of input from their in-laws or when they can figure it out on their own?
Oh, boy, is that a wide open, vague, wow, that's a tough one to answer. That depends, and I hate to give you this answer, but that depends entirely upon the players involved.
Right. No, I get it.
What family? Okay? If you two are sane and both of your families is crazy, or vice versa.
Which means you're proxy crazy.
You're proxy, you crazy about proxy.
Right.
So that's, I think here, these are the families that I think stay together the best. The ones that realize that all calamity, all adversity, regardless to what it is, whether it is together or apart, is an opportunity to grow. You have an opportunity to grow here. Now, you might grow apart. You may learn the lesson that this person is not for you because they can't keep themselves fully dressed when they're not in your presence. Maybe you need to grow that way. But there's a lesson, and you both need to grow. And in part of that growth, in a bunch of that growth, it's none of your relatives' business.
Jeff Brown from Super King, via Pasadena, via Chicago.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate the good brother for calling in and sharing his wisdom.
Man.
Thank you, brother. Love you, man. Listen, this is the voice of reason, and these are the type of conversations we're going to engage in. I'm telling you right now, 2023 is going to be off the hook. This has been it's almost a year. In March, it'll be a year that the voice of reason has been at KBLA Talk 1580. I've got plans I was just getting y'all used to me. I was just getting y'all ready for what I do. Let me tell you, tomorrow's going to be a special show. You can't miss it. Tune in. I got something special. Trust me, I still have a lot to talk about.
Put a whooping to my backside. And even as a crack fiend, mama, you always was the black queen, mama. I finally understand for a woman it ain't easy trying to raise a man. You always was committed, a poor single mother on welfare. Tell me how you did it. There's no way I can pay you back, but the plan is to show you that I understand. You all appreciate it.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Flight delays and cancellations are piling up across the U.S. as a major winter storm hits many